Hello and welcome to StudyIQ English, your favorite UPSC platform. Today's topic is about drones, the most favored, the most popular, and the most widely adopted technology today across defense, across agriculture. And yet at the same time, they are also a matter of controversy. The Indian government recently highlighted that how across Indo-Pakistan border, it is the drones that are being also used for smuggling, surveillance, and cross-border terrorism. So therefore, today the government feels that despite being such a sophisticated and useful technology, drones, if not regulated in terms of their free usage, can also become a security threat in the country. And here comes the draft Civil Drone Promotion and Regulation Bill that is being proposed from the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Today, the bill has been opened up for public discussion, for public comments. So let's see what the bill is all about and how is it relevant for us for the UPSC exam. So here comes the Ministry of Civil Aviation, who is now talking about the draft Civil Drone Bill. That's the Promotion and Regulation Bill on Drones 2025. Today, the ministry is inviting feedback from citizens and the stakeholders alike. So, what do you think the bill is going to do for our future? But first, let's see what are the features of the bill. So, the purpose behind the bill is to have strict and mandatory provisions such as compulsory registration, safety and security protocols, insurance, among many other requirements that are needed if somebody wants to use unmanned aircraft systems, UAS, in our country. Second thing is that various people, individuals, companies, organizations who own some drone, who are the owners of these drones, who operate them, who design them, manufacture them, import or export them, who are leasing them out, using them for training or maintenance, will have to abide by these new rules. Whether it's about compulsory registration, having a proper registration ID, or following the codes in terms of which areas of the sky are they supposed to be flown into, the color codes, or whether it's about various safety protocols. All these have to be followed by every individual and company who is the owner of a drone. But there are two exceptions here. One, unmanned aircrafts used by the armed forces will be exempted from the bill. Similarly, various drones or various unmanned air systems that are weighing over 500 kilograms, these will also be exempted because then they shall be governed by a different protocol. That's the Bharatiya Vayunan Adhiniyam. Okay, so that's the law of 2024. They shall be responsible for monitoring and regulating drones that weigh above 500 kgs. But apart from that, all other drones for various civil purposes shall be coming under the rope of the new law. That is the draft Civil Drone Promotion and Regulation Bill of 2025 that's making news right now. Another provision of the bill is that it retains the authority of the DGCA, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, as the primary regulator of the drone usage. Then this bill also says that no drone will be allowed to operate without having a proper unique registration ID that's called the UIN, the unique identification number that has to be issued. Without that, a drone cannot be operated. Similarly, the DCGA is the competent authority, the topmost authority, which will be responsible for issuing this UIN, unique identity. Now, no person shall be able to manufacture, assemble, offer any kind of sale, transfer, operate any unmanned aerial system that does not incorporate the mandatory compulsory safety and security features that are prescribed by the central government itself. So, in order to make these operations safer for people, for the owners and users, as well as for the public at large, because who is responsible tomorrow if an injury happens? If an accident happens because of illicit usage of drone, because the security protocols were not taken care of. So the government doesn't want to take that kind of risk with the larger public health. Now, talking about sky zones, as I said, the government will specify clear digital sky zones It's already something that we follow in India, and that will further be respected and maintained. The draft says that the concept of digital sky online platform will be created, which will clearly specify about various zones. These zones are segregating the sky into green, yellow, and red zones. Now, whichever drone wants to be operated in the green zone will be allowed freely, but flying in yellow zones will require approval and clearance from the air traffic control. At the same time, if we talk about the red zone, then no person shall use a drone in the red zone. So, no kind of unmanned aerial system can be used in the red zone without taking the permission from the central government earlier, or without contacting the red zone creating agencies themselves. So, these are very clear protocols and violations. If somebody is bound to break the law, if they are found to violate the law about the sky zone, about the safety protocol, or the UIN, unique identity number, that has to be taken from the DGCA, in that case, it becomes a cognizable and non compoundable offense, which means that it could attract up to 3 years of jail term, about 1 lakh rupees fine, even both. Now, the owner of the unmanned aerial systems or vehicles will also be liable to pay in case an individual is found to be hurt, a death happens, a serious accident takes place arising out of the use of the unmanned aircraft system. So, therefore, we need the safety protocols. Because although there is insurance provided, but still, if your drone leads to a damage of somebody else's property, some other human being, in that case, you are absolutely liable here. Okay, so today, as the government is bringing the usage of drone issue for civil purposes under so much scanner and control, a lot of people are upset about it. They feel that we might be moving towards becoming a more surveillance society. But in reality, as per the Ministry of Civil Aviation, all this is being done for the welfare of public at large. Because in the past, there have been accidents that take place. Sometimes the owners and the users of the vehicles of drones are not so sure about safety protocols. Sometimes they do not know how to handle a drone in case of an accident that's about to take place. So, therefore, training, proper permission, proper protocols will only ensure that the people who are using are also safe and the general public is also safe. Now, anybody who breaks the law here, as per this act, will also be punishable with a fine up to rupees 50,000 and imprisonment up to 3 months. At the same time, for any repeated breaking of law, it could be about 1 lakh rupees fine, an additional 6 months of jail. Sometimes even both punishments can be given together. Any offense made by a person that involves carrying dangerous commodities, dangerous goods by using a civilian drone, a civil unmanned aerial system, or if you are using it as a weapon to create extremism, to create terror or a threat, then that shall be a cognizable and a non-compoundable offense again. Now, the Director General or any other officer who is authorized on the behalf of the government will be able to seize, confiscate the drone in case the rules are broken. The documents, records, all other things will be under investigation if any offense is being done by an individual or a company here. So, therefore, today we are making the entire domain of unmanned aerial systems much more safe by bringing it under tighter rules. So, what's your opinion of the issue? Do you think it's a valid step taken by the government? Or could it in some way remotely harm people from using drones for various innovations? So, whatever is your sentiment, you can let me know through the comment box. And if among all these breaking news titles, you are interested particularly in some issue that excites you, that you find that you should know more about it for the UPSC exam, then absolutely you can let me know and I can pick it up from there. So, this is the question. With reference to the draft Civil Drone Promotion and Regulation Bill of 25, which of these statements are valid? 1. The DGCA has been retained as the primary regulatory authority for civil drones. 2. Motor accident claim tribunals have been proposed to adjudicate compensation claims arising out of any drone accident. Or 3. Drones which are more than 500 kilograms in weight will be regulated under the same bill, along with army drones, military drones. I think it's an easy question. Try to answer if you can. If you enjoy answering these prelims quick questions, you can post your answer along with any opinion of yours regarding UPSC or this issue at large in the comment box too. Here's the answer. I have pinned it here for re-verification. And now a quick reminder about the ongoing sale. Yes, we are talking about the mission success sale at StudyIQ. So if you are preparing for the exam next year, 2026, then yes, very limited time is there now. So allow us to further make your preparation more systematic by enrolling for the sale. Now you could choose from Hindi, English. You could choose from the bilingual course in English. You can also choose from the golden, platinum, diamond, various kind of courses available. So quite affordable there, starting from something as humble as 7499, but it could make a huge difference to your preparation for the UPSC. And in case you want to join any of these courses, you can use code SPLIVE. Yes, it's ending on the 20th September, that's tomorrow. At the same time, you can also fill up the form that's available in the description box of the video. Reach out to us and we'll reach back to you regarding what's your favorite course and how exactly should you go about it. So thank you so much. Do like, share and subscribe us.